Dear students, in the last video we studied the potential energy of an electric dipole when kept in a uniform electric field. Right now we are going to see one of the very most important topic, that is a capacitor. Capacitor is a very important topic. First of all, we will understand what is capacitor. Right? Capacitor is an electronic device which stores electrical energy and charge. So charge storing capacity of the capacitor is known as its capacitance, and the capacitance denoted by letter capital C. Capacitance is its property. It is a charge storing device, right? It also stores a energy. There are lots of types of capacitor, but in our book the parallel plate capacitor is given. So how the parallel plate capacitor is made and what is parallel plate capacitor, that we will see right now. See, what is the circuit symbol of capacitor? The two parallel lines. This is the two parallel lines indicates the circuit symbol of capacitor. This is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal, right? And a variable capacitor will be denoted by light arrow, right, like this. So this is known as the variable capacitor, right? Okay. See, first of all we will understand parallel plate capacitor and its capacitance. So parallel plate capacitor. In this topic we will obtain the equation for capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. The basic definition of capacitance, C equal to Q by V, charge per unit, charge divided by voltage developed. C is known as the capacitance, Q is the charge and V is the voltage developed. So this is the very basic definition or basic formula for capacitance of charge. Capacitor. The SI unit of capacitance is farad, F-A-R-A-D, farad. Now see the parallel plate capacitor. In that the two plates are given, right? So these are the two plates. The plates having area, the both plates having same area, right? So A is known as the area of plates. A is known as the area of each plate. Charges are uniformly distributed on the plates. Charges are uniformly distributed on the surface of the plate. So here the plus charges, positive charges are uniformly distributed. So surface charge density of the plate 1 will be plus sigma. Similarly, negative charges are uniformly distributed on the second plate. So here negative sigma is the surface charge density of the second plate. Correct? As we know that in the chapter number 1, what we studied? Electric field outside the plate 1, electric field outside the plate 2. We are already calculated. So electric field over equal to 0, electric field over here equal to also 0. And what is the electric field inside the two plates when the two plates are having the surface charge plus surface charge density and negative surface charge density? So direction of electric field inside the plate will be like this, and the value of E equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0. This is the electric field inside the two plates, and these two plates are separated by some distance small d. So here we will write d is the separation of two plates, right? So we know that electric field outside is 0, electric field inside the plate is E divided by 2 epsilon 0, right? Okay. Now we will see the here E equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0 electric field between the two plate, and this electric field will be uniform. Equation number 1. We can write over here, before the statement we can write electric field between the two plate equal to E divided by sigma, E equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0. So due to the positive charge, due to the negative charge, the voltage will be developed between the two plates. So voltage between the two plates, voltage between two plates, that will be V equal to E into D. Equation number 2. V is the voltage, E is the electric field, and D is the separation between the two plates. We know the equation of E, put the value of E over here. So E, V equal to sigma divided by epsilon 0 into D remains as it is. Equation number 3. Correct? Now, from the definition of capacitance, C equal to, but C equal to Q by V. So putting the value of V in above equation, put value of V in above equation. What we can calculate? C remains as it is, Q remains as it is. Instead of V, we will put sigma D divided by epsilon 0, right? But sigma equal to charge per unit area. Therefore, Q equal to, we can write sigma into A. So putting the value of Q in above equation, suppose we will write fourth equation, right? Put in 4. Q equal to, we will write C equal to, instead of Q we will write sigma into A epsilon 0 as it is, divided by sigma into D. This sigma get cancelled. C equal to epsilon 0 A by D. So this is the equation of C equal to epsilon 0 A by D. This is the equation of capacitance of parallel plate capacitor, right? So you just copy down this. We will discuss on this formula. Okay, you just copy down this. See, copying the formula, C equal to epsilon 0 A by D. See students, what we calculated, C equal to epsilon 0 A by D. In this formula, C is the capacitance, epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space. Here suppose air medium is present or vacuum is present. So we will write epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 is known as the permittivity of free space. What is capital A? Area of each plate. And what is D? D is the separation between the two plates. Correct? Now what will happen, instead of air there is some medium of a dielectric constant K. Right? What will happen? So the capacitance will be changed. It will increase or decrease, that we will decide now. So what is the new capacitance? So new capacitance will be denoted by, let us suppose, C dash. Right? Epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space. Now the medium is present. So we will replace this epsilon 0 by only epsilon, because epsilon is the permittivity of given medium, right? A remains as it is, D remains as it is, the D is the separation, we kept it as it is. Okay, so this is equation number 1, suppose it is equation number 2, but from chapter number 1 we know that epsilon divided by epsilon 0 is known as the capital K dielectric constant. So we get the equation of epsilon equal to epsilon 0 K, put in 2. So the value of epsilon equal to epsilon 0 K, if we put over here, so equation 2 becomes C dash equal to, instead of epsilon we write epsilon 0 K A by D. This is equation number, suppose, 3rd, right? This is the value of epsilon, sorry, this is the value of capacitance when the air medium is present. This is the value of capacitance when the different medium is present. So taking the ratio of equation 3 and equation 1, C dash divided by C. C dash equal to, we can write epsilon 0 A K by D divided by C. C equal to, we will write epsilon 0 A by D. So what we can obtain, C dash by C equal to epsilon 0 A K by D, D divided by epsilon 0 A. So this get cancel, D get cancel, C dash by C equal to K. Right, final equation, C dash equal to CK. So the new capacitance will be K times the original. Means we can say that capacitance is increased by K times. So by changing the medium, we can change the capacitance of the given capacitor, right? So by putting a different medium of a dielectric constant, we can change the capacitance of the given capacitors, right? So in this way, here we obtained the equation of capacitance, right? From this again what we can see, that C capacitance is directly proportional to the area of the plates, directly proportional to the medium, right? Medium of the two plates, and inversely proportional to the distance between the two plates. That also we can conclude from here. So this is all about the capacitance of the capacitor. And suppose this is about parallel plate capacitor, and if we are having a spherical capacitor, so at that time the capacitance of the spherical capacitor equal to C equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 R. What is this R? R is the radius of that sphere, right? This is the formula for capacitance of spherical capacitor, right? So this is all about the capacitor. In the next video, we will see the energy stored in a capacitor. Thank you.